Fat Boy Fit Fan, what's poppin'? Hey, we made it back. Finally back from Michigan. Oh my God. That was probably the longest 2 weeks of my life. Honestly, because we did not stop going. Like, we got there, we saw some people, and then we saw some more people, and then we went and did something, and then we went to a wedding, and then we went and did some more stuff, and then we saw somebody and saw somebody else and saw somebody else, and then somebody else came and had to see Lil Man, and then Lil Man had to go see somebody else, and then we saw somebody else, and then we got like an hour to ourselves. But we're back. Lil Man is great. He's just, Lil Man's great. Say what's up. Say what's up to the people. You don't want to say hi? No, it's not gonna happen. Nothing. He's too fixated on TV. That's his new thing now. Is he loves TV. Good and bad thing. Good because he's got something to distract him. Bad because he's got something to distract him. But game plan today. I have a braces appointment. And then after the braces appointment, I'm gonna go pick up some stuff for the Xbox PS4 in a box build. Stay tuned for that. I'm gonna take you guys in the store with me. You guys are gonna see that. Y'all see what I pick up. Today's probably paint the box and then mount the motherboard and whatever else I can with what I can buy. I've got some stuff coming in the mail. Like I said on my Instagram, I found just about everything for the build. A couple things we're gonna have to wait on just because I don't feel like dropping about $400 on a water cooling unit right now. So here's the build. LOL, wait, where's the chip? I lost something, where'd it go? Oh, I didn't lose it, I just don't know where it's at. I guess that'd be the same thing as losing it. RIP. Oh, there it is, got it, okay, cool. That's been sitting in the baby's room for the past 2 weeks, so I haven't even seen it, but everything is there. So like I said, stay tuned. Hey, real quick. Let me shut y'all down real quick and let me get personal with y'all. Hey, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. You see that little thumbs up down there? Make sure you hit that because your boy needs it. Your boy needs it because I need it. Because it helps the channel grow. Like y'all know, as y'all know, y'all should know. I sound nasally AF, dude. But as y'all know, I'm trying to hit 1 million+ subscribers and bring y'all just content. Hey, I'm trying to record in here and bring y'all just amazing content. I've got some sports stuff coming up. I've got some more workout stuff coming up. But Saturday, why am I telling you on Saturday? Because you're gonna see this on Saturday. This is gonna be a multiple part recording over a couple days for you guys to see on this day, Saturday. So I really suck at recording these parts. All right, we made it. Fries, braces done. Hey, I want to let y'all know something real quick. Out here in Cali, what the frick? Those are crappy. Out here in Cali, it's hot AF for whatever reason. So whenever you park wherever there's shade. No regrets. Piss. Forgot my wallet in the car. All right, so one more time. Braces done. We're at Fry's. You don't know what Fry's is. Fry's Electronics is probably one of the biggest electronic stores known to man. And that's where I come for really a lot of my stuff. I actually came across this thing on YouTube called breadboarding. I was looking for basically an extension cable for one of my circuit boards. And I came across breadboarding. I taught myself in 2 seconds what that was, and I might be doing some breadboarding. Let's not get sidetracked. I'll see y'all. Whoa. Someone took apart one of those scooter things. I'll see y'all at the computer section. You've never been to Fry's? There's a quick snippet and it goes all the way back there. They sell more than just electronics. Well, really anything that has an electronic component in it, they sell it. So if you need anything electrical, come to Fry's. It works out pretty perfect because the computer section is pretty empty. But I have just about everything I need. This is the SATA cable for the Xbox, green, Xbox green, blah, blah, blah. SATA cable for the PlayStation, blue to match the color scheme. Those will go from the disk drives to the motherboard. This is the big fan that's going to cover the massive hole on the wood box itself. This PCI board is going to power, or not power, but essentially route itself through or for the fan. You can see right here, kind of in there. It's basically a smaller motherboard, extending the reach for that. Here's all the mounting hardware. The silver ones are going to be for the Xbox motherboard. The blue ones will be for the PlayStation motherboard, and that just about covers it for mounting. Next, I believe, is just paint, and then the last little bit of cables, and then I should be done with this in about 2 more videos. So probably see y'all in Walmart once I get the paint. I made it at a Walmart. This is the following day from what I just said yesterday. No, I said I was going to show you guys what I got in Walmart. Excuse me, peanut. But I got in Walmart and I kind of forgot because I was in a rush to hurry up and get to the gym. So this is what I'll be painting the entire box with, and probably some of the components within the box. So we got some ultra matte or ultra matte, depending on, you know, where you from. Ultra matte black bonds to wood, metal, and more. So we got about 5 cans of those. What's up, puppers? What's up, puppers? About 5 cans of those. Whoa, I can't show y'all that just yet. Hey, get out of there. 5 cans of those. Like y'all saw when I was in Fry's yesterday, I got majority of the components. All I'm missing are the power cable for the disk drive on the Xbox side. I'm missing the PC computer supply. I'm going to use that to power the fan and the radiators, which I'm also still missing are the radiators. All the PCI, the ribbon cables that go from the complicated PlayStation disk drive to the motherboard. But what I have done so far is the Xbox motherboard is mounted, the PlayStation motherboard is mounted, I have the hard drives mounted, I have the Xbox power supply mounted, and I have it pretty much all mapped out. So I honestly have no idea if you guys can see me right now or if I'm completely off the camera. I'm recording on my iPhone. I'm using the reverse camera because the front camera, in my opinion, looks like crap. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how I mounted everything. Yeah, let's get to it. How I mounted the motherboard, well, all the motherboards period, to the box are these little gold studs. So I drilled a hole, I placed the stud inside of that, a hole big enough for the bottom side. It's a threaded insert, and then through that hole there are these colored screws, thumb screws. They thread into that, and I did those all the way around. So like I said earlier, the Xbox one has silver ones, and then the PlayStation has the blue ones. And again, it's the same setup, same exact setup. There are gold studs underneath, kind of hard to see, but you know what I'm getting at. And then those are threaded in there. So that keeps the motherboard itself off of the wood. It'll allow for some simple cooling. Boom, got it. All right, that's mounted. Hey, dogs, relax. Here is the LED, green LED SATA cable that I picked up for the Xbox. I still have to figure out just exactly how I'm gonna mount the Xbox and the PlayStation disk drive. I'm probably gonna put the housings back on them and then do kind of like a H harness type thing to kind of go around and mount it directly to the board. That way it gives enough space on the underside for both of them, and that's honestly probably the easiest way to do it. I wanted to drill through, as you can see, all the way down, but downside is I can't drill through the front, and I can't just set the front down because then it's not stable. So that's still a work in progress, but that will be done, or that would have been done by the time you guys see the final of this video. Moving forward, here is the Xbox power supply itself. I have a hex bolt that goes all the way through and down to the bottom of the power supply itself. There is another threaded insert on the bottom side as well that is set inside of a hole that I drilled into the power supply itself. giving it a secure fasten safety feature, I guess, is that what you want to call it. I was looking for a different colored one of these, but those are actually super hard to find, and I'm not about to unsolder just to resolder some wires. That's just a lot of work. Moving forward, here is the Xbox hard drive that I have drilled 4 holes into this 2 by, I want to say 4, and then basically just set inside of there. Nice snug fit. Again, I wanted different colored cables, but is what it is. This needs mounting. I have to go back to Fry's to pick up another one of these kits here because I've used all the threaded inserts. And then again, that's gonna go, the threaded insert will sit in the wood where I have it marked, and then the screw itself will go through these little holes, mounted. Easy, simple. Here is that 120 millimeter fan. Actually, sorry, this is a 200 millimeter fan. I went ahead and picked that up. I have it marked out. As you guys can see, I have a router coming in the mail, and I'm going to route around this where I have it marked off. And well, the hole is going to be just to the black side all the way around, creating that massive hole for that air to blow out. It's going to suck all the hot ass air that's in here down through that massive hole, creating a cooling effect. Here I picked this up. I wasn't going to use this, but I am. And this is my PCI 4-6-15 pin with 1 powered outlet. And I'm going to be using this 6 pin here for my power. How that's going to be set up is the power block or the power brick that you usually see in the back of a PC is going to sit in this corner here. The back of it will come out through here, and that's where I will plug in the wall outlet, and then all the cables that come off of here will go underneath the box and then route it in through a nice looking fashioned area, and then powering this chip here, and then this chip here will power this fan, and I can actually sync more fans that are this size or smaller off of this one outlet here. So essentially this is just like an extension cable that you would plug into the wall, and you can plug a bunch of stuff into it. Forgot to mention how I mounted the PlayStation hard drive. So sort of with the same thing what I did with the Xbox one is what I did with the PlayStation one. I drilled 2 holes into the metal bracket itself, and then screwed 2 screws or 2 bolts into the wood, nice and firm. This here is actually pretty annoying, so I'm going to either cut it off or fold that down into a flap or tab, and then see how it does sit up here a little bit. It looks uneven because the wood is uneven in this spot. So what I'm going to do to fix this is I'm going to run a smaller piece of wood around the entire top of the box before placing down my tempered glass or plexiglass. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. And then it's going to give it a simple yet elegant look, if that makes sense. And then I'll run LEDs inside of that lip so that you can't see where the lights are sitting, but you will definitely be able to see where the LEDs are shining. I want to say that just about covers everything. Like I said, I'm only missing the PCI, if you don't know what that means, these ribbon cables that I have to get in the mail that are really complicated to try and set up. And the reason why I don't want to just sit this back where it goes is that'd be stupid, and then it'd be a hassle to try and get a disc in and out. So to come, which will hopefully be done by Saturday, is this will be mounted already. Well, I say by Saturday, but you guys are gonna see this on Saturday, so this will have already been done. This will be mounted and all pieced back together with the correct cables that go to that. This will be mounted, not the correct cables, but it will be mounted, and then all I have to do is route all the wires to where they need to go. The fan, hopefully the router will be in the mail tomorrow. If not, then that won't be getting mounted, but it's in place. This will be mounted, and I say mounted, what I really mean is it'll be in place with the correct dimensions and where I want to put it before painting the box, which was the game plan, which is I might have to push off the painting until after I cut where I need to be cut, and then I'll come back through, drill a couple more holes, and I'll place my, I'm probably gonna just do 1 radiator because this isn't really, it's not taking up as much space as I thought it would. So 1 radiator should be fine. So it'll be a radiator. On top of that will be 3 separate fans or 2 fans because I probably don't have enough space right here, but 2 fans will sit on top of that, and then a pipe or a plastic tube will run from that over to here, which is where a seat, or sorry, it'll sit on top of here, but it's gonna sit here, and then a plastic tube will go from here all the way across to here, which this will be water cooled. RGB, red, green, blue, blah, 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 rainbow will be a bunch of different colors. And then from here, from this pump, another tube will go all the way back to the radiator. So essentially it's start, run, finish. Will you dogs relax? My goodness, it's like taking care of 2 more babies in this house. And then last but not least, the front of the box will have a slit cut in it for that disk drive. That disk drive will have a slit cut in the front for the disk to come in and out, and it's gonna be really like an undercover cut, basically. You won't be able to see it until you see me pull the disk in and out. Kinda extra what I'm gonna do is, so this cable right here, I had no idea, but after many hours on Reddit and many videos on YouTube and PlayStation forums, that's actually the Bluetooth sync for the controllers. So I have to have that in here in order to be able to use my controllers. I can use it without it, but then the controller needs basically a clear space to the motherboard, and that's gonna be aggravating because it has to basically sit on top of the PlayStation. I don't want to do that, so I have to figure out a way to get that wire in here with enough space. I'm probably honestly just gonna work its way somewhere and slap it right there and then put some glass on top of it. So boom, bam, boom. Then that should be it. But let me think real quick. Oh, I'm going to, I don't know how I didn't remember this. Power buttons. So remember how I said before I taught myself how to breadboard. Basically what that means is run a board that looks like a piece of bread. If I had one, I'd show you, but I don't. But I taught myself breadboarding, and it's basically a piece of circuit board with a bunch of holes in it. And then you run certain circuits with certain resistors and lights or switches, whatever you want, into certain holes, and then it basically creates a circuit and you have a completed breadboard. It's basically your way of making like one of these in a sense, but more simpler. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this here. This is the, I think this is the Xbox, I say Bluetooth, but the Xbox wireless controller module, sorry. And then this is the Wi-Fi. Pretty sure, I didn't do too much digging. All I know is this one plugs in right, that one plugs in right in the front. This one, oh my goodness, dogs, I can't do it, y'all. I just keep moving. This one plugs in the side. So what I'm doing is I've ordered basically 120 wires with a male and female. So if you don't know what male and female is, this one right here, these are considered female. And then that pin port there is considered male. So I don't know if I need to really go into anatomy with you guys, but birds and bees, male, female, you get the gist. 120 different wires are coming in the mail, should be here tomorrow. And I will basically extend the male female ports to where I want it to go. So I could turn, if I want, it'll move it from being able to plug in right here. I can route the wires to go from here. So it'll be a female port that plugs into this male port. The wire will come all the way this way, and then I can drill a hole into the front of this, or all the way through it actually, to this board, and the wires will plug into the back, and this can sit in the front, making it easy access for the Wi-Fi and the controller connections. Essentially the same thing with the PlayStation one, but this is gonna be kind of difficult to set up. This plugs into the motherboard, this little ugly piece that's here, and then this metal bracket has to find its way somewhere in there. That is, I'm gonna say, it for this video. This is like a part 2 to the part 2 video, kind of just giving you guys a run through of what I have done so far. But if you're watching this on Saturday, props, still more to come, so stay tuned. I'll peep you guys in the next little segment. Peace, dude. So you know how I said that if you're watching this on Saturday, the box will be painted. The box isn't painted. You know, things happen. Nobody's perfect. Hashtag Miley Cyrus. I realized I'm not gonna be able to get the box painted as soon as I'd like because, well, last night I feel like I had an epiphany. So you know how I was going on about not having the right cable for the PlayStation Bluetooth sensor? Well, as I'm laying in bed, I was thinking there has to be a replacement cable. There has to be an aftermarket cable. There has to be. Why wouldn't there be? And guess what popped up on YouTube? How to extend your PlayStation's controller connectivity. So I clicked it. I was like, let's peep this right quick. And it's exactly what I needed. So this cable becomes completely obsolete. This, you probably can't see that. Let me flip it around. This connector here, literally can't find it anywhere but like a single website. So I did find it. Let me go ahead and buy this. Oddly enough, all the hardware for this entire build is fairly cheap. I've probably spent maybe $100. $100 maybe on all the hardware to put this together. Remember, the box was free. I already had the Xbox. I already had the PlayStation. I think the most expensive thing I bought so far was the fan, which isn't even that good of a fan. It's just a blue fan. Getting sidetracked. I found the cable. And basically the aftermarket one is a fabric cable that plugs in the same exact spot. It's longer, and I can route it to the side right here. So it'll come from, I believe it plugs in right underneath. This is the PlayStation power supply. It'll run, I'll have the wire run along the back side or underneath, I don't know yet, and come back out maybe through here. And then a hole will go from this side to this side. And then you guys know those simple like antenna jacks in the back of the old like big box televisions? It has that connector, and then an antenna plugs into that. So it'll look like a little slug bug with the little black antenna popping out the top. And that's going to, I can play the PlayStation anywhere in the house at that point, because then the connection will bounce wherever I need it to and not off this simple metal. I honestly have no idea how this even works, because it's just soldered to this metal and then the controller reads it, however that happens. So that's probably, I'm waiting on that to finish. I'm waiting on, I still have yet to buy these stupid cables. There's one and then 3 more underneath there. I have yet to buy those. I'm looking for the right ones. I'm trying to see if they make some that are long enough, and I'm trying to see if I can get like a extension basically to plug in. Well, so it's plugged into the disk drive. I'm looking to see if there's like an adapter that plugs into here, and then I can plug in another cable into that adapter, basically extending the wire longer. I have yet to find that. I found one, but it's not like what I need, so I didn't buy it, obviously. And then I'm waiting on sorry, still recording on the iPhone, so angles are kind of weird. I need to buy another one of these cables here, and then I have to cut this in. I say one, I'm gonna need, because this cable has to go all the way from there to there, so it's not a very short distance, but I'm probably gonna have to buy like 7 more of those, cut the ends off of them, solder them together, or I won't ghetto rig it. I'm gonna solder them together and then heat shrink it, giving that solid connection, and then that should give me the length to there. And then honestly, the last thing for the Xbox, I know I'm kind of all over the place because I'm kind of just speaking on whatever pops up, I'm speaking on it. The last thing for the Xbox is like I said yesterday, the Wi-Fi board and the controller board. I found a whole bunch of stuff online last night that basically I don't know how I didn't think of this stuff before, but I'm laying in bed and I just started thinking of all this stuff that I need, and I haven't like really thought about it. And I was talking about those cables that I found, that I was talking about breadboarding. So I taught myself how to breadboard, which is cool and all, right? Cool. I know how to breadboard. So I bought these cables. Now they were only $6. So these here cables are for breadboarding. Now you can break these apart to get them down to a single wire like you see here, or you can leave them and they can look like a freaking Laffy Taffy blah blah blah. So the cool thing about these is, like I said, the male end would plug into the female that I need to, and then this female end, see if it'll focus. The female end would plug into the male end of the circuit board that I need. Only downside is the board on motherboard, the pins are too small. And all my great accomplishments with this entire board, I hit some defeats. So I need to find this board right here. Let me unplug this real quick. So boom, I need to find that looks like a 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 pin male to plug into there. And then a 16 pin female, I guess it'd be a 16 hole female, because, you know, anatomy, to plug into that end for both of these. I believe that's a 16, that's a 14 or a 12. And I need that to extend basically, and I'm gonna put this in the front of this wood, and then I want that also in the front of the wood over here, because this is the back of the box, that's the front, so it'll be flipped around before using it. And I don't know where. I honestly am having a kind of hard time finding that. But I'm gonna find it, because I'm just gonna find it. I have to find it. I told myself I'm doing this. I'm committed to it. I'm doing this for you guys because I want to say I've done it. I haven't seen any other build like this before, other than the Origin PC that was put. If that angle was terrible, I do apologize. I can't see what I'm recording. But I have seen one other build with multiple consoles inside of one, and that was the Origin PC that I put on my Instagram a couple times. And it's a Nintendo Switch, an Xbox One, and a PS4, and I believe also a PC all in one simple computer case. And that's essentially what I'm doing with this, except spread out to be also used as a desk. So let's kind of wrap this up, because it's kind of getting lengthy now. Everything is mounted. Motherboard mounted. Motherboard mounted. Hard drives mounted. The power supply, it's mounted to the motherboard itself. The Xbox power supply mounted to the wood like need be. Here's that extension cable, or extension board, if you will. I finally got that mounted. I mounted that probably 5 minutes ago. The fan needs to be mounted. I'm waiting on the router still, but I do have the holes drilled out to fit the big enough bolts in all the corners. I need to get the top put back on this, and then how I'm mounting that with these nail stoppers that I found at Home Depot. Same thing with the Xbox disk drive. Yeet! So that has to be mounted still. But great progress. All I'm missing, like I said, are the cables for that, the power supply box, the wood to be cut out, and then my simple radiator for the water cooling. And then I'll pull everything out. I'll paint the box black. Oh, quick before I forget, these cables, I'm probably gonna do the same thing for this one and any other cables that are like kind of all the way out there and in an annoying position. I'm going to do a theme for this box, and it might be Marvel, or it might just be the Hulk period, because I like the Hulk. So I might get 2 little Hulk figurines to hold the wires in like one spot and then to hold this wire in one spot. And I might actually do the same thing for this motherboard here. I might drill a little slit in the wood to hold the motherboard at like an angle like so, and then the little Hulk figure will hold the wires like so. So it would sit like this. All customizations, and that's what I like about doing this, because I can mod it to how I want. I can customize it how I like it. All in all, it's coming along. There's a few things left to do, and then that's it. That'll really conclude the whole project. So I'm gonna say, depending on when I get everything in, 2 more videos. I'm gonna say 2 more videos. Next video will consist of everything mounted. Nope, next video will consist of everything mounted and box painted, and then the video after that will be the final initial startup, potential blow up of everything. Super excited, because hey, it's finna be lit. Hey, if you guys want to support, if you guys want to see, if you guys want to help, if you guys want to continue on this journey with me, number one, make sure you hit the subscribe button. That doesn't only help me, but that helps you guys see the content to come. Also hit that bell so that you don't have to wait on my videos. Actually, you gotta wait on my videos, but you don't have to go searching for my videos. So whenever I post it, the video comes directly to you. Typically Friday or Saturday post time, really depends on my schedule. So look out for video Friday, Saturday. And lastly, there's a PayPal link down below. I'll attach a GoFundMe, or I would have already attached a GoFundMe. If you want to support this build, if you just want to drop a couple dollars, if you just want to drop a couple cents, if you want to drop, you know, $500, hey, I ain't gonna tell you no, because you know it's greatly appreciated. But on a real note, if you guys do want to help, there will be links down below in the description box. I love y'all. I really love y'all. I appreciate all the support. Again, man, I can't thank y'all enough for coming so far. The subscribers are growing, the likes are growing, the view time is growing. I want to hit 1 million subscribers, 1 million freaking subscribers in a year from now. I started YouTube probably a year and a half ago, and I've only been consistent for about 6 months now. So in about 12 months time, I want to hit 1 million subscribers. I know it sounds impossible, but nothing's impossible. Anyways, I love y'all. I've been rambling on for too long now. Fat boy, dad boy, alfieboyfit with the tech and the baby and the puppies. We out.